ちょっとだけ勉強とか宿題とかやろうと思うんで、この辺が一人用の席があるんで、そこでやろうと思います。
He's in his fourth and last year at university. He can opt to take an easier schedule. It's typical for Japanese that university students to start their formal job hunting process in the winter of the third year, and by summer of the fourth year, most people have guaranteed their future job. Now, he's going to his first class of the day. Generally, a student's class semester grade is based on assignments, presentations, group projects, and one final exam at the end of the semester. But in the Japanese university grading system, many teachers do not let students know how each category is weighted, so students cannot calculate what they need to score on their final exam to earn a specific mark for the class. This is the time for lunch, so he's meeting up with his friends at the gakushoku, also known in English as the school cafeteria. If you look closely, all the food is priced under $5, making it affordable for all students. Many Japanese cafeterias, you order a main dish and pick up a small dish and then pay the total amount at the end. The meals are nutritionally balanced and well thought out. These meals are on campus. She works for a company called Pasona, one of the largest staffing service companies in Japan. There's about 4,000 staff in her office alone and about 9,000 in total worldwide. And this is Ami's office. As you can see, very open and colorful compared to most Japanese offices. Since Ami works in the PR department, her first task of the day is to read all the newspapers, so she's up to speed with what's going on in Japan and the rest of the world. And today is Monday, so she has to catch up on all the news over the weekend, so she's in a bit of a rush. This happens often in Japanese offices. This lady is passing out souvenir sweets from her vacation. It's called omiyage in Japanese. It's customary in Japan to bring something back from your vacation for people in the office. It's kind of a way to show gratitude to others for letting you take a break from work and for them covering you while you're away. As you can see and hear, the office is quiet. There's not a lot of loud voices, which when working in a workspace like this, where it's all open, it's very, very helpful. So, what can be seen is the company's morning assembly meeting. In Japanese, it's called churei, and it takes place every morning. There are not much companies that still does this. Chorei is commonly practiced in all traditional Japanese companies. Basically, during the meeting, they share important company news from different departments. Then, after the company-wide meeting finishes, each department gets together and they do the same thing. And doing your standard computer work, checking emails, drafting documents, filling out reports, etc. She's asking coworkers if they want to go to lunch together. She's using keigo, which is a polite form in Japanese. Ami's talking to her coworkers that are more senior than her called senpai, which makes her the kohai or junior. In Japan, it's not only polite to hold the open elevator button for everyone to get out, as it's another way to earn those office respect points.
あと5分ぐらいしたらこれ淡路島とミーティングします。
Amy is currently working on a project, there so she has regular video conference with that office. In old school Japanese companies, it would have been that to leave the office before your superiors. In fact, working in those type of offices and they're always working late. Seems like Amy's office is way more flexible and lets you leave when you finish your work for the day. We also interview Mita's sister since her sister has job experience in Japan as laboratory member in Shinto Pain Indonesia PT.
So, the several differences between working here in Indonesia and in Japan is, I think first, is the relationship between the co-workers. In Indonesia, we have a very good relationship with our colleagues, not only inside the office but also outside. But I think in Japan, it's very uncommon to have a good relationships outside the office. So commonly, they will have like only working restricted relationships. And then the second one, we have uniforms. So daily we came to the office with our casual working clothes. But when we got to the office, we have to change to our own uniform. Therefore, we minimize the contamination that we carried from the outside. And then the third one is the on-time schedule. So if we have a meeting, for example, at 10 a.m., we have to stand by at least 10 minutes before, so they do not tolerate any lateness. Next one, the difference is, I think we have chore. Chore means morning meeting. So every morning we gather all members and then we explain one by one what is our work today, what have we done yesterday, and is there any problems that we can solve together, and it's called chore. And then the next one is we have activity called 5S or Kaizen. It means that every tools mainly has to be organized, categorized based on its function or alphabetic order. And then we also have to develop ourselves better, not only ourselves but also the system, and it's called Kaizen. So our target is to become better and better compared to our previous year. I think there is several comparison between working here and working in Japan. I think that's. Thank you.
This is the list of daily and monthly expenses of different things in Japan. This is Nakamisa Street that located in Asakusa, Tokyo, Japan. It's a street where people can shop and try many Japanese street food. The streets are always full of people. People that came here can try various kind of foods that are sold here. The price is really affordable. It ranges from 100 yen to 300 yen, and it's around 14,000 rupiahs to 40,000 rupiahs. So having 1,000 yen is enough to try different kind of foods here. We can see that the foods is very unique and delicious. From dessert, ice cream, chocolate, they are all there. And also, the price is very affordable for Japanese foods.